Hey, welcome to another Cajun toy review. Today we're looking at Marvel Legends Iron Man, the modular Iron Man from the Ursa Major Wave. This is an Iron Man that a lot of people have been excited to get. His iconic suit. This is like up there with some people with their Silver Centurion and their stealth suit and stuff like that. This is the Iron Man that's seen a lot in the cartoon series and a lot of the video games like Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel Heroes and stuff. So I have an affinity for this character from those games and that look for him. So I was really, this is the first one I really want to get next to Ultron. So most of this wave is Iron Man, but this is the one that I wanted the most out of all the Iron Man in there. So anyway, looking at the package and stuff like that, we got this nice, I like this back yellow, it really makes the character pop. But we got that Iron Man logo, it reminds me of the cartoon series with the modular Iron Man underneath it. This is, like I said, it's part of the Ursa Major wave, the grizzly bear character. Not a lot of accessories in there, different heads and stuff that we see. We can see some repulsor blast and 2 additional hands. Looking on the side, we got this really cool shot. This is like straight from the comics of the modular Iron Man. Repeats on this side, but I do like the colors. It looks really cool. It really pops. On the top, I got that Iron Man logo. On the bottom, there's our UPC. So if you're looking for this guy. On the back, we get that product shot again, and Modular Iron Man. A dazzling technological achievement. The modular suit allows Tony Stark to reconfigure subsystems like boots, gloves, helmets, and scanners on the fly. This is the rest of the figures in this wave for the Ursa Major. This is the one figure that does not come with a builder figure piece, but we do have the Vault Guardman, the Stealth Iron Man, Dark Star, Ironheart, Hologram Iron Man, and Ultron. So this is a wave I will be completing. I am excited for that builder figure. It does look really, really good. So anyway, not much more to say about old can hand here. So let's open them up and check them out. All right, we have our modular Iron Man here, and man, this might be my favorite Iron Man figure now. This is definitely up there in the top. This is a version of this figure that I really love. This is the one that I'm very familiar with from like the Marvel vs. Capcom games and the animated series that I watched with my brother. But this figure looks great. The color scheme on it is fantastic. If you are unfamiliar with what the modular Iron Man is, it is the Mark 13 suit. In the comics and stuff, basically this is a suit that like the arms, the gloves, his gauntlets and everything can be basically like swapped out and basically switched out for different things, and you name it. He has, cutters, lasers, missiles, whatever you want. But this is also one of the suits that can basically interface with the Hulkbuster and kind of go straight into that. Pretty much what you saw in Avengers Age of Ultron, where he did that. It's kind of similar to that. But yeah, great figure. This figure is the only figure in this wave that doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece, which is probably going to be the most popular figure, I would guess. This is the one that I wanted first and I got first, next to Ultron, but I figured Ultron would be the one without a piece, because I'm sure a lot of people will do like an army builder with Ultron, but we shall see. Now, what the case ratio is, I would guess right now, because I'm not sure. I bought this individually, so there might be 2 of these per package, but either way, great figure. So let's take a look at accessories, and then we'll take a look at modular Iron Man. Alright, so our modular Iron Man comes with 2 sets of hands and these 2 blaster, repulsor, lift off, whatever effects you can use so far. These do port into his hands and his feet. And we've seen these before, these effects before. These have come up with like the most recently the Gamerverse. I want to say Iron Man had these blue effects and stuff like that, but they port in the hands. They look great. This is probably the most common Iron Man accessory that we see, and deserving it is one of the best. Same thing with the foot. If you want to put him in his feet, they just kind of port into his feet like that, and then you have, a flight effect, a lift-off effect. But yeah, just 2. So you got to pick or set it up. Sometimes they send it. We've had sets where we got actually 4. And that's really cool, and sometimes different stages. But anyway, really cool blue effect on it. It's kind of transparent when you get to the tip and stuff, but I really like it a lot. It just really depends We've had yellow ones that have been transparent, and we had yellow ones that have been kind of colored like this. So there's plenty of different of these effects. Like I said, if you want, you can make your modular Iron Man look the way you want. These hands are really awesome. They're kind of open repulsor hands. A lot of detail here with all these like lines and stuff, and it looks great. These aren't new. We've seen these before as well, painted different colors, but these colors themselves we've seen in the 80th anniversary Iron Man for sure. And you can do like your Mr. Burns. Excellent. We got our two fisted hands. Again, you can see like the little repulsors on the inside, which is really cool. But yeah, a lot of detail, really cool. Just love that line work on there. It looks fantastic. But yeah, really nothing new. If you've collected Iron Man figures before, you probably have these in one shape or another. So let's take a look at our Iron Man. Alright, so looking at our modular Iron Man, and I've already gushed about this figure enough, but the color scheme on this and like the paint on this figure just looks so good in on film, in the light, like taking pictures of it and stuff like that. And it really is, it looks almost on par with like the 80th Iron Man, but like the gold is a little bit darker, red's a lot more vibrant, and just with the line work, let's pull them out and show you side by side. So you can see like this red is much richer and darker versus this. The gold is a lot more shiny and metallic versus this Iron Man, but just the gold accents like on the wrist, over here on the knees, and on the arc reactor and on the belt, really, and the hips, really makes this figure stand out. And just, man, this is becoming one of my favorite Iron Man figures, just talking about it as we look at it. But yeah, anyway, so move aside now. We'll start with the head, like looking at the head. Now, if you're familiar with the modular Iron Man figure, from the comics and from like Marvel, this is actually kind of got some gold right here, and you can actually see where that is on there, but it does not look bad at all. I have no complaints about the amount of paint on this helmet. It looks great. The black, it almost looks like lenses in there. It's just a solid like dark black, but it looks really good. But we got this little. There's no marbling on the helmet too, and I thought there'd be a lot more marbling on this figure. It is there, but it is not bad compared to like what we've seen before with some of these metallic figures that look like this. It is just really good. I do have a little bit of paint issues on the back, but sticking with the head for now. He does not come with an additional head, so we'll do some head swaps to just kind of look if you're interested in having this figure displayed with a Tony head. So first one will be the Invincible Iron Man. Let's see if that can get down there. I don't think it's going to fit just looking at the ball. So nope, that will not work on that one. So this will be the Iron Man from the Game Reverse. This is going to be that blue and black. I'm not sure what mark number it is. And that actually looks pretty good. A lot of people are not a fan of this version of Tony, but most people are not. But if you just want it that look or try something different, that is not too bad. That's not bad. But let's get the real Tony. So let's do this is from the 80th anniversary, actually the Iron Man we just looked at. So hey, that actually really works too. A little bit of a gap on the back right here, not bad at all, but for pictures and stuff like that, or you know, just as a display, oops, try again, that looks pretty good. So you might want to warm it up because that head is on there pretty good. I mean, sorry, that ball peg. So I got the rest of the paint. So I'm just kind of looking. I mean, the line work on everything is really good. I was just kind of looking for any kind of defects or anything like that really stuck out. I don't see anything on the front. We'll see how much with when the ab crunch, if that starts to rub off a little bit, but so far so good. Now mine right here has a little It's like it looks like a scratch or something like that was kind of on there on the back. It's not terrible. There's a little bit of marbling right here, but like I said, it's not on the front of the figure. It's not in your face. It's not on the helmet, so it's not going to drive me crazy. Anyway, I love the gold accents. Like I said, on the side of the legs right here. We got that belt. Looks really cool. I love the cut right here on that. Just all those, like the line works on the metallic, just like the muscles on the rest of it. This is just a great figure. Get your hands on it. If you're thinking about this figure, get this figure. It's really good. So and the gold right here on the side of the boots is badass. So looking at his articulation, he can look up. Now, he can't look up extremely like high like normally, but when you start pulling up, his head's gonna pop. Now you can kind of position that neck, because this neck also has a joint in it, which gives you a little bit of movement. But you can kind of get that back a little bit more on there. So I was kind of messing with it earlier. So you can get a little bit more. So if you're doing like a flight or something like that, you can kind of get it wedged on there a little bit and just get your shot. And then just kind of like lock it back down. You heard that snap when you got your shot or whatever you need. But yeah, full rotation on that, of course. Looking down, not very much either. But like I said, that neck also has a little bit. There's a joint in there, so you get a little bit of a pivot on that neck. Full arm rotation. Got the biceps swivel, which he does have double jointed elbows and pinless elbows, so that's really awesome. So I love that, love it. Does have wrist flex and rotation, so really important for those repulsor. Same thing side. His ab crunch is really good, so, and then back, and then that line work for his 12-pack goes all the way up. He does have a waist rotation. Can almost do a full split. Thigh cut. Double jointed knees and pinless knees again, so really nice on that. We do have a swivel on the boot, and he has an ankle pivot, which is a little tight. I don't want to pull it too much. So overall, awesome figure. You know, for this new line and stuff like that, to start with this one, I'm very pleased. I'm excited to see what else they have. You know, like, have a lot of Iron Mans, and that's kind of what I want to do, head swaps. I didn't want to go through and compare each one, because this would be like a 4-hour video. So if you're looking for a new Iron Man, or if you're a fan of this Iron Man, I highly recommend getting it. It's showing up in stores now. It's pretty easy to get. Without a build figure piece, you know, I'm hoping it'll maybe 2 per pack. But anyway, if you like this video, please give us a like. Check out our other content. There'll be pictures of this at the end of this video, some other shots and stuff like that. Plus, there'll be a photo gallery of stuff on the Facebook. So please give us a check out there. But with that, thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video.